it going, Scrub Gamers? Welcome back to another video here at ScrubGames, and today we've got another episode of our previously in DBSCG, a series where I go over the week's news for Dragon Ball Super card games at the end of the week, so rather than go by day, we can get all one juicy video at the end. Because especially with this one, because we're with the Fusion World spoilers for set 2 we've been getting one per day, because Bandai, I think for some reason, it's a good idea to go one per day, well, similar to how they started off with the set 1 stuff. So we haven't really got much, so like I've held off the last two, or this one and the last one, to go like every 2 weeks rather than every week, because otherwise I'm just showing 7 cards at the end of the week, and there's not much for you to go over. Like you can do, and there's pointless having like 7 slides for it. So I've left them a little bit, so we've got a bit more, and now we finally have seen all of the SRs for set 2, and also one secret rare as well. So we've got one more secret rare left to go. We've seen all the SRs, which we didn't see any of them for the set 1 until the end of the reveals, so there's that. And we've still got a lot of other cards to see, so we're less than a month away, and we've still got a lot of cards to see, but we at least got a load more today, and we've seen all the SRs, so we can start seeing what the more powerful cards are, and then now we'll see what the rest of the cards are in the set. There's no really clear indication, like there's a really clear way to see like what each what the benefits are. Like we've seen that like the Red Goku lead is revolving around the new Taunt of Power trait, and we've seen like some of the SRs, like all the SRs have that trait, so they all benefit from that. We've seen the Zamasu lead, and we see some of the SRs that kind of benefit with it. Well, 2 of them, not really the everyone. And we've seen with the everyone's like green has like it got Cell, so it's revolving around ramping, but a different kind of way. And in yellow, it's all about untapping to energy. We haven't seen much way to make use of it, so we need to see some of the other cards to kind of see the benefits compared to like some of them. But once we get all of them, we can kind of see what we're going to get for when we events start from set 2. So we're going to go and have a look at the reveals for this week and the last week. And before we do that, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It keeps you updated with my videos as when they drop. And if you click the notification bell, you can also get alerts when videos do drop, which again can allow you to watch it there and then, or at a later time that suits you. So with that out of the way, let's go and have a look at the reveals for this week and last week. So starting off in color order like we normally do, we'll go over the red ones first. We've got 3 cards in the last 3 weeks. We've got 2 weeks. We've got 3 red reveals. We've got the last of the SRs, because remember we saw Kefla and we saw Android 17 as the other 2 SRs, and now we've got the other one being Gohan Adolescence. And we also got 2 other red cards, being 2 Gods of Destruction, being Hellas and Rumshi. So Gohan is a free cost 20k, so it's one of the being a 20k with also a Taunt Power trait. It's a card you can play off off the SSG Goku leader skill. Because it fits the criteria having that trait, being 20k power. It's also free drop, so even then it's quite like easy enough to play by hard casting it. It's also permanent, where during your turn, while your leader's awakened, it gets 5k power. Like a fair few things about that, where like when your leader's awakened, you get like this kind of benefit. Normally it's power based. And you got when attacking, choose up to one of your opponents, choose up to 1 card from your left to your hand, so never self-awaken is really nice. And then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 15k power for the turn. Now this one is quite interesting because it's similar to the it's got different strengths compared to the SR Gohan from the starter deck. Because the one from the starter deck is 5k stronger, but costs 1 more, so it's a 4 cost 25k, whereas it's 3 cost 20k. They both have 5k combo, so both like that in regard. It can get a little bit stronger to meet that power during your turn when your leader's awakened, so it can kind of then becomes a cheaper version of it. But then it doesn't have critical like the 4 drop. But then this one is also a self-awakener, so it can help you with self-awaken if you need to, or even basically if you're trying to go for a game-winning swing, or it's like each turn when you're going to go for a game, it can allow you to take cards from life when it attacks to basically get more cards, have more combo power to kind of push. And also has a better form of like minusing, because the other one just minuses something by 10k. This one minuses something by 15k, so it's a little bit more, which will make the difference as well. And it's really nice. This one kind of has like an up, it's like a little bit better than the Gohan from the starter deck, because like it's cheaper to play, which is the benefit. Like being able to play things cheaper is also beneficial. And what doesn't inherently have that defense of 5k power, it can still be 25k offensively, which is really nice, and just giving you help more ways to self-awaken, like take life and stuff to help out, is really nice as well. And plus 15k over 10k is always better. Then we've got Hellas, so she's a 4 drop 25k and 10k combo, and we've also got Rumshi, which is also 10k combo, but 5 cost 30k, so they're kind of like doing pretty well for their cost of power. And they both have on-play effects. So Hellas is choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with 30k power or more, and it gets minus 20k power for the turn. So you can take out something with well, team it with Beerus, you can take out something with 30k power. You can just basically choose something 30k power or more, minus 20, then minus the rest of it by extra 10k by Beerus. So it's not too bad. It's weird. It's got a restriction on like what kind of power it needs to have, so you can't just finish something that's weak. It has to be 30k power or more, and then it does so you don't even kill it. So it's quite interesting, especially for a rare. And then you got Rumshi here, which is 5 cost 30k, which on play you choose one of your opponent's battle cards with 30k power or less in KO. So this is almost like the Gohan we have in green, but then rather than focus on the cost of card, being where Gohan pops something that's 4 costs or less, this one is all around power. So this one has a lot more use than the Gohan because you can hit a lot, even things bigger than 4 cost. So this has got a bit more of a choice. Just popping something that's 30k. But then the Gohan is in a ramping color, so you can make use of that 5 cost, where this is like 5 cost, which is quite like your turn 5 play onwards, which can take up most of your turn just to pop something 30k or less. But then if you pair it with a good leader skill like Beerus, which can reduce the power swing, you can potentially take out SRs, which is playing this, popping it, and then swinging as well. And a decent combo power as well. It's nice to see like Red get a few more 10k combos that they can use to kind of like help out as well, because Red does have an issue with the higher rarity cards having a very lack of combo power, which can be a hindrance to the color. But these are some nice red cards, really nice red cards so far, and looks to be in a better position than it was before. And then we've got the blue cards. So we've got some interesting ones here. So we've got a Never Goku Black, so a never good one for the Goku Black deck, a never option. We've also got Zeno, which is reminiscent of the one in Masters as well, which we'll see in a sec. And we got the last SR for blue being Vegito. So for blue, we got the SRs being Zamasu fused, and then Vegito. So start with the Goku Black, pretty nice one. So same stats as similar stats to the other Goku Black we got in set 1, but it's not skillless, so it's got 5k less common power, got the same power to cost though, so still 4 cost of 30k power, but at least got a skill which can most of the time be beneficial, like sure it's 5k less combo, but then you get a bit more beneficial skill to play in it, which is 1 attacking if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 2 or less and place it at the bottom of his deck. Now that might not be the best skill. Like, it might not be amazing, but at least it is a skill, and it goes in tandem with the fact that, like, one of Blue's little tricks is having 7 or fewer cards in hand, so a mediocre hand, just to be able to get some effects off. But then it does make use of it, and especially in Goku Black, where you're going to have a low card hand because you're a crit leader, means you can, most of the time, be getting this off. And being a bottom deck something 2 or less, you can bottom deck something useful your opponent has. Like, say your opponent's, like, red and they've got a hit, or they've got, one of their 2-drop vanillas, or 2-drop, like, beat sticks, or even like cantrip or like little 1-drops that are just annoying on board that can reuse the powers like Roshi and Whis. Being a bottom deck, those are great, and you can do that for all different colors as well. It might not have as much benefit of in green, but then you can still bottom deck things like Android 18 Super Rare in green for this as well. So it's not too bad. It's quite decent. It's nice to have a never target to give more options to Goku Black, which is always nice. And we got Zeno here, being a really nice addition to blue. And I reckon it'd be a good one to put into all blue decks. With 6 cost 20k, so not the best power to cost. But then the one we had in Masters that's similar to this had was a cost higher and had less power. It also has a 10k combo as well, so it's got decent amount of combo power as well to go with it. And its on play is pretty strong, because it's choose all cards in the battle areas other than this card and place them at the bottom of your deck in a random order. So this is really nice, but then it is a double-edged sword because it does hit your opponent's board and your board as well. So it hits everything, even your own stuff, and it's any card in the battle area as well. So it could be fill cards as well. You can also hit. So this is a really nice one, and if you remember Chain Zeno from Masters, if you are Master players, then this is similar to it. Just it's not a way to cheat it out, and I don't think there will be a way to cheat it out. But it's still a really nice thing, especially if you're struggling against green. They've got a big Broly on it, and you can't deal with it. Drop this down. You might not be doing much with your turn after doing that, but you at least got rid of their Broly, and then you're hitting back at least 20k, which threatens at least Gohan and Android 17, but maybe not Broly though. But then you're still wiping their board off, everything on the board, even if that things from before, like that things are set up to kind of a ramp, or even the androids having a fill card. But the wipe that is amazing. Like, this is a really nice addition to blue to help combat against green as well, and even do well against the other colors if it gets to it. Then we have Vegito, so the SR for blue, the last one we were looking for. And it's a free cost 25k, 5k combo, so it's already got the same stats as, say, like some of the SRs in other colors, like compared to the Goku in red. And he's got a permanent where during your turn, if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, you reduce the cost of battle cards in your opponent's battle area by 1. So you reduce the cost of their cards. That seems like black in One Piece, just be able to reduce the cost of your opponent's cards. But then it goes in tandem with the on play, which is choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, which costs a 1 or less, and place it at the bottom of his deck. So you essentially be on the bottom deck 2 costs with this, which is pretty poor because there's not. Sure, you can bottom deck it, but then you can also do it with other cards like the Cooker Black there. It's just like an rare. But this being an SR and its like effect as an SR isn't too amazing. But if you get multiple out, sure, that's going to be beneficial. But yeah, the first one's just going to hit something that was 2 cost, now 1 cost, or 1 cost that's now 0 cost. And it's not amazing. Like, it doesn't seem great compared to the other SRs Blue has, but it's not an amazing one, but it's still a different option. And they could have more benefits in the future, being like the character and traits and stuff like that as well. So those are blue cards. So we finally have the few more blue cards and the last of the blue SRs as well. Then we got some green cards. We have a fair few more green cards. We have 4 green cards in the last 2 weeks. And the first 2 here we have are a rare and uncommon because the other 2 are the SR that we've seen. So we've seen, as I said, we've seen all the SRs. So we've got a Android 17 and 18 here, a 4-drop, and we've got Paragus as well. So these are like kind of like old support already from the new set for the old set, being like the androids helping the set 1 android leader out, and the Paragus kind of like helping out with the 8-drop Broly. That's one of the main cards in green. So with the android, it's a really nice one. It's a 4-drop 20k, and as you can probably guess from the fact it's got 3 green dots, means it's going to be a ramp card, because all the green ramp cards have 3 green dots, as in like to make sure that if you're trying to do ramp, you need to have at least 3 green energy when doing this. Not relevant yet until we get some multicolored leaders, and we don't know when we're going to get it, but it is a signal that we are going to be getting multicolored leaders and future, just we might have to wait a while to get them. And it's also got 10k combo, so never take a combo, which is really nice for androids. And 4 cost, 20k power is still pretty good. Threatens awakened leaders outside of Broly. And it's got a very nice effect where on play, you place 2 of your energy in your drop, so you've got to kill 2 of your energy. It could be any 2 of your energy. And then if your leader is Android 17, so it only works 1 leader, add up to 3 cards with Android from this in the special traits from your drop to your energy. So this is really nice. This is like an Android version of the SR Vegeta we've got, and the pre-release, more like the Vegeta. More like a basic Android version of that, because it's like the Vegeta. It comes down 4 energy, comes down 20k, and ramps something from your drop. So you basically ramp an energy, play a body, and it's the same thing. Just it allows you to have more energy, like as you basically play it out. For 4, you cycle 2 your energy, and as long as you're Android 17, you don't put 3 of your Android cards, which is what mostly you're going to be playing, hopefully, from your dropping energy. So you still ramp 1, like the Vegeta does, but you get to have 3 untapped energy, because it doesn't say to put them in rest, they come in active mode. So it means you play 4 for this, and turn 3 of those rested energy used, or 2 of those rested energy used, sack them off, and you play them back in active mode along with this extra one, a third one, in your energy in active mode. So you can then play a 3 cost, or do some more things, like say you can play Destructive Strength afterwards, and ramp again in the turn. So you can go from 4 energy to 6 with this, and like a Destructive Strength or something like that. And it's really, really nice to have that option. Like, this sounds a really nice addition, and there's like some really nice cards that help benefit like that in this in this color as well for the new set. Like, we even saw that we had the Android 16 Super Combo. That's good in a better Super Combo. It synergizes more with the androids as well, being an Android card. So it's really good. And the more Android cards we get, the more benefit the Android 17 leader gets. And this is a really nice one for it. Then we have Paragus. So this one's a 2-drop 20k, 5k, uncommon in the set. And it's got an effect which is when KO'd, if you have 6 or more energy, add it to 1 Broly BR from your drop to your hands. So this allows you to recycle the 8-drop Brolys, but the only problem is it needs to be KO'd. And the only way to get KO'd is if you pop it yourself, which currently I think there's no way to do in green. Or it gets KO a battle. And if this is on the board and you've got 6 or more energy and your opponent's got an 8-drop, well, if your opponent has this, 6 or more energy, and they have a 8-drop Broly in the drop, you're not going to be KOing this. You're going to leave it there, which could be good in different ways, because it could be that you're keeping around a 20k, you can keep swinging your opponent's lead, they're not touching because they're afraid it's going to get you back that 8-drop from your drop back to your hand to basically use again. Or they're going to... So you're either not going to attack it, so you're not going to get the benefit, or they're going to keep it, leave it there so you can keep attacking it, so you can get some use out of it, keep swinging, but then you're never going to get that 8-drop back. So it's an interesting card. but it depends to see if we get some actual cards that KO your own cards in there, because just one KO doesn't mean if your opponent or you. But if there's a way to KO it yourself, that could be very, very nice just to see more cards, because there's still a load of cards, even after under a month away, we're still seeing a load of cards we haven't to see yet. The near two SRs we got is Cell. So the 8-drop Cell that we kind of got like I hinted at on the Cell Junior card, and then we got Sun Gohan Future being the Ever SR. So the Gohan Future kind of going in tandem with the Trunks Future card we had in the Ever SR we saw last time, and we got the Cell 8-drop being the Ever one. So this is quite interesting. So over the Cell, so already you can see it's got similar stats to Broly. It's 8 cost, so once again big 8-drop and not too bad with green because of the ramp. And then you got 45k, so same as Broly, but then the difference has changed there where it's got only one effect. Because where Broly does the same kind of stats, become now pops any one thing, and then any one thing, draws your card as well, and then when it attacks, it restands once. And Cell doesn't do the same things as that. What Cell does is on play, you place 3 of your energy and you drops it, already got a sack off energy, which is not the best thing to do, but then a fair few green cards do that. They need to sack off cards because that's the cost, and then because they're ramping, it's not too bad for them to do. But then it allows you to choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards, KO them, and then add a top card of your deck to your life. So this is really nice in the fact it takes out any 2 cards instead of just one card, and also heals you as well. So there is a benefits in this where the 8-drop Broly comes down, pops one thing, draws you a card, and then can swing twice. So where it does have double strike, it still gets 2 swings in, which can either help clear board better or just push some damage, but not as easily in one turn like the double striker can do. But Cell can come down and pop 2 things to help deal board a little bit easier, and also heal your life as well. So still the healing that Gohan 6-drop does, but also popping 2 things like 2 Brolys would do. But then you are sacking off 3 energy, and if you're playing it on 8 energy, you're not going to be able to play another one afterwards. But then this works better with the Cell leader we're going to get, because then if you sack from 8 to 5, you then ramp with your lead to have an energy open for that as well. Then you can free play out the Cell Junior to attack then and get back like things like Gigantic Meteor, things like that. So you got some like cool combos essentially with that. And even with androids can keep ramping consistently every turn once they get this set up with the field card. And then second off 3 energy for Cell is not too bad when you control the board, hitting 2 things, swinging, and it's another android card that goes with it in tandem as well to kind of like give some more benefit to those because he can keep ramping and not worry about second energy because I feel just basically revive it back easier. So it's quite a nice, quite an interesting card. Quite a good, like it's never option. Depends what you prefer. Like Broly is innately better, but then Cell can be better in certain matchups and certain decks. And then you've got the Gohan here, which is a 5 cop 30k, 10k combo, so it's one of the few, I think one of the first SR we've seen so far that has 10k combo, that I'm remembering, correct me if I'm wrong. But it's got permanent where all your battle cards are free cost, all your battle cards with a cost of 3 can't be removed from the battle area by your opponent's skills. So that's nice, it's not just KO'd, it just can't be removed, so it can be KO'd by skills, can be bounced back by skills, like just can't be bounced to hand, bottom deck, or anything like that, which is really helpful. But he can. And he's got a nice little end of your turn, choose 1 or 2 effects. Either play 1 battle card with a cost of 3 from your hand, or choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with a cost of 3 or less and KO it. So you've got the pop sync at the end of the turn on your opponent's board, that's 3 or less, or free play out something that's 3 or less. And there isn't many great options. You do have, in Gohan, you do have the Trunks Future card that then basically when it's KO is a blocker. When KO'd ramps on top of your deck, so you can kind of cheat that out as well. But then there's not too many great options, but you got is 3 or less, so you can have some interesting ones. But like it's at the end of the turn, so it depends how it's going to help you. But there's not too many great things that are 3 costs or less currently. But in future, this could be a card that could be really nice in future. And then we got the yellow one. So once again, we got there 4 for a yellow as well, just so we go green. So we got these 2 rares and also have the 2 SRs, 2 remaining ones. No, actually, yeah, 2 remaining SRs, I think. Yeah, I think it's 2 remaining SRs for yellow we've got for the 2. And we've got Roshi and Frieza here. So both free costs, so quite costly. Well, I say yellow is a bit costly, but then also 10k combo as well, which is pretty nice. And then you got Roshi here being a 5k, and Frieza being a 20k. And they both have some interesting skills. So Roshi is a blocker, and he's got a permanent where if he's in rest mode, this card gets 20k power. So He's quite small as a blocker, 5k, but once he blocks and goes to rest, he's then 25k, which is pretty good for his cost. But then, and even then, you can swing with him, and then when he goes in the rest, when you swing at 20k, 25k, and not 10k, and he's 20k defensively as well. Because permanent is just active all the time, not during either player's turn. It's just all the time. And you got Freezer here, which is an auto where during your turn, once per turn, when this card is switched to active mode by a skill. So currently, the only ways to do that really is by Banana and Freezer leader. You get to choose up to one of your opponent's rest mode battle cards with a cost of 4 or less, and it can switch to active mode during your opponent's next turn. So more things to kind of like, more cards that allow you to like lock things down, because yellow doesn't have removal. It just keeps things tapped down, so it basically just says you can keep all of that, but you can't use it. And it's a really interesting one because you can then attack with it and then restand it to trigger this effect as well at the end of the turn with Freezer or Banana as well. So you can have access to this. And like Banana's one of those nice ones where you can put it in decks to kind of make use of some things that you would benefit in Freezer, but then outside with a different leader. And Freezer's quite an interesting one. We are restricted to being 4 cost or less, but still it's nice to have more options to kind of lock things down outside. Currently what we had was just, I think it was just Guldo and the Freezer SR. And then we got the other two SRs for yellow. So the other two SRs for yellow, along with Bulma, are Goku and Vegeta, because it's all about the. It seems like the theme for this yellow, for yellow in this set is the Resurrection of F series saga, film, Resurrection F film. And so we got with Bulma, we got Vegeta and Goku being it. So quite nice SRs as well. We got Goku being a 4 cost 25k with 10k combo, and Vegeta being a 3 cost 20k with 5k combo. And they both have their own benefits to both Saiyans, both SRs, just different characters. And they both have the same specified cost in 2, which once again isn't relevant at the moment, but in future it will be. And we got Goku being a really nice one where on play and when attacking, you get to choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, and it can switch to active mode during your opponent's next turn. So a very nice one to lock down. So it does it's kind of like there's a little bit more than the SR Freezer, but because it can lock 2 things down. But it lacks that extra 10k power, which is not, even though it's still got good power for its cost, and it costs a little bit less. So it's a really nice card to just come down on play, lock something down, and swing, locking everything down, so you can lock 2 things on it, and if you drop another one after, you can keep locking more and more things over time. So a really nice card. And then you've got Vegeta here, being a nice little protection, because it's got a permanent where during your opponent's turn, all of your rest mode battle cards can't be killed by your opponent's skills, so it kind of like makes it so if you've got everything in rest, then you ain't get yourself popped. So it can't be KO'd, but it can still be minused and bounced and spun by like blue and red. But then against green, you're nuking your board, which is one of the problems. Is yellow can have its entire board nuked by like the Gohan secret rare and like Broly and stuff like that. And other things, they can just come down and pop things. But now with this on board, anything in rest mode can't be KO'd by your opponent's skills. And on play, it also adds extra kind of self-awakening, which yellow does have a fair bit of, but it's more costly. It isn't like 1 cost and stuff like some of the other colours have. It allows you to add up to 1 card from your life to your hand, and then play up to 1 battle card when it'll cost 1 or less from your hand as well. So you get to free cheat out some 1-drops, and there's some nice ones in yellow as well. You've got some good ones. You've got a Ginyu one that can switch to rest mode and draw a card. You've got like Sorbet, you've got Zarbon, you've got the new Bulma SR as well, can come down and you can use it quite well with that. So you've got some nice cards you can bring out with this, and also self-awakening, and then protects them when in rest mode from being KO'd as well. So these are some really nice SRs. Green got some alright ones, red got some really good ones, and yellow got some very nice ones as well. So really nice SRs. They more complement the new decks, and they also kind of help out with the old ones as well. I'm looking forward to picking up some of these yellow, like this Goku as well for Frieza. And I did say there was a secret rare revealed. So here we have the first of the 2 secret rares in the set, and it's a blue one, being Vegito. So considering this one of them is blue, I'm gonna hope and pray that it kind of like especially with this one being revealed as blue one, kind of like hints more at the what most people think is that the 2 secret rares for this one are going to be blue and yellow, so that way every color has a secret rare after set 2, because already green and red have a secret rare from set 1, so it only makes sense that blue and yellow have one for this one, and one of them in blue kind of like hints more at like that could be right, that could be correct, that yellow is going to be the other secret rare, but we're going to see what the character is for it. And for this one, it's Vegito. So SSB Vegito, being a secret rare, 5 cost 30k with a 5k power. And on play, we'll choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 5 or less, return to opponent's hand. Not the greatest compared to what the secret rares do. Like the Goku from the red Goku allowed you to like come down minus up to 15, and then if it KO'd a battle card, make your opponent take a damage. And then the yellow one was the green one was just come down, discard a card, and then just nuke your opponent's entire board of 5 costs or less. But then bounce about the hand. If it was bottom decking, that would be very, very nice. But just bounce about the hand isn't the best. And then activate main once per turn if you have 7 or fewer cards in your hand, which has got active mode. So it's almost like it's got double strike, similar to Broly, where, but then you've got to have 7 or fewer cards in hand. But if you're going off a game and you put it all in one swing, and then they out combo it, but they've got nothing left to defend with, you can then just go switch back to active mode, swing again, which is quite nice. Or even bring it down, bounce like a blocker out of the way, swing, throw one life, swing once, combo until you got like 7 or fewer cards in hand, so you can switch back to active mode, and then watch them try to combo out, and then just restart and swing again. I think it's a good secret rare. It's not game breaking. It's not too busted, but it's a very nice one, and it's a very nice one for blue as well to help push some pressure as well. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll probably hopefully have another one next week, depending on how many spoilers there are. Because getting one a day isn't very great to go at the end of the week. Just go to here's 7 cards we've seen this week. But hopefully they ramp up now because we've got less than a month until the next set releases, according to their posts when they do the reveals and stuff like that. So hopefully we get some more. They ramp up the reveals and we get to see more quicker. So thank you for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next one. Bye for now.